Another video. This time we're going to be talking about Magic the Gathering and what was almost going to be a beautiful day in the California sunlit mountainous area. We are talking today about the Secret Lair commander deck Goblin Storm, and as you can tell by this picture, this shit is no longer available. So I was at work today. I went in extra. I was like, you know what? I'll come in extra. Do a surgery or so. Help me pay for my commander deck, right? My Goblin Storm commander deck. I've always wanted a Krenko deck, so this being offered was pretty cool, and it's not really too competitive, so I could have just sleeved it right up, played casually at the LGS, you know? And yeah, it was $150. They lowered it by $50 from last year's Everyone's Invited deck that no one bought. So, and it wasn't too crazy, right? Let's check out the deck list. So the deck list here is right here, $149.99. Here's the commander, Zeta. Even though the deck doesn't really revolve around her actual mechanic, I think there's like under 10 cards that actually target her or him. They. Yeah, there's only like under 10 cards. Not really a Zeta deck, but there's a Krenko involved in the deck list. So you could just totally switch out the commander if you wanted. There's a good reprint in Roaming Throne, and the art's pretty it's very cartoony, kind of artsy. So if you're into this kind of art, this was just cool. I think it was definitely worth $150. There was maybe $250 in market price value, but if you liked goblins, you're getting your value in a fully complete deck. There's alternate arts if you're into that art style. And you get a bunch of cool new art tokens as well. So you got a storm counter, you got your goblin token there, very cool art, and you got all these other kind of tokens here, right? So this would have been a really cool thing for new and old players alike. But as you guys can see, that was sold out. So how are people taking this? By the way, I was actually in line. So when I first hit join, you could join, if you didn't know, a pre-queue before the actual release time at 9 a.m. California time. So at 8 a.m. you could join the pre-queue. Pretty much you just join. It doesn't matter if you join right at an hour before or a minute before. You join a pre-queue line, and when it hits 9 a.m. it throws you into a random spot in the line. So it's a random spot, but you're already in line. And my spot said 20 minutes until I could order. I was like, all right, sweet. I took my break. I waited. And that shit went up to 1 hour or more time left. What the fuck? And it stayed like that until it sold out within like 20 minutes. So let's see. What did this guy say? So this guy said the same thing. I had more than a 1 hour queue and was at 25 minutes. It jumped back up to 48 minutes. How nice can life be? So this guy was worse. His started at an hour, went down to 25 minutes, and went back up to 48. They pretty much just played with this guy's emotions. They're like, "Oh, you want your goblin deck? No, too bad." And it looks like the rest of the comments all say the same thing. This guy has refreshed me to the end of the queue entirely. Same exact thing happened to me. Mine jumped back to over an hour. Guess this one's being proxied. That's pretty sad. If this guy wanted to actually give Wizards his money, and now he's going to have to proxy it. This guy's jumped from 15. This guy's worse than mine. I jumped from 15 to 60 and then sold out. Even this guy is saying in Spanish, "Mi novio y yo conseguimos uno cada uno. Que suerte tuvimos, soldados." I don't know what that means, but it sounded really cool. This guy says, why proxy it? Because you can't get it, you dodo head. This guy put a pretty funny video up. Here's all the sold listings on eBay. So people are already listing their purchase on eBay. And look how much they're all selling for. So what do you think is going to happen when people are listing it for $300 to $400? What do you think is going to happen? The price is going to get stupid and go up to $800 to $900. That, after taxes, depending on where you live, in the Bay Area in California, the taxes here are like 12%. It's stupid. You're going to pay over $900 after taxes and fees for this item that should have been 150, right? It's just so dumb. Like, I don't understand. They should have known that Goblins is a well-known and a well-liked tribal, and they should have printed enough of these. I honestly wonder how many did they make? Like, did they make only 5,000? Like, or was there 10,000 worldwide? It's there was also one per account order, but bots could easily make 10 accounts and still order 10 of them. Like, I don't think this really stopped anyone. Obviously, it didn't stop anyone. This sold out within like under half an hour. Yeah, it's just so dumb. Like, I remember there were no issues, right? From what I could tell, when they were a print to order. So for like several days, up to a week, they would do print to order. If you want one, you could order it. You'll have to wait 6 to 8 months until you could get your item. But everyone who ordered one got one. Like, were there that many people complaining that they had to wait that long? Compared to their print, just print and then sell it. Like, if you print 5,000 and then they all instantly sell out, and then the next time they made 20,000 and then they sit on the shelves. I'm looking at Ghostbusters and Chucky. What else? Everyone's Invited Commander deck. Like, you could easily avoid the selling out instantly and making your customers mad. You could avoid overprinting and making your investors mad. You could avoid all of that by just going back to print to demand. Like, all you're doing is pushing players to proxying your decks. Like, for me personally, I have a lot of disposable income, right? I'm not going to say how much, but I'm probably in like the top 1% of Americans. And I'm still not going to pay for that shit. I'm not going to support the Scalpers. I'm not going to pay someone $800 for this stupid Goblin deck that should have been $150. I'm going to have to proxy this, if you know what I mean. A proxy from China. And I'm going to just get the whole ass Goblin deck. Now it's going to be like a little bit better in gameplay. It's going to be like an actual mono red commander deck. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. But I could have avoided that and given Wizards my money if it was available for sale. So it's like, people say you wouldn't steal a movie, but how would I be stealing something if it's not there? When I'm literally trying to give Wizards. If Wizards wants to contact me and take $150 from me, I will gladly give them $100. I'll tip them $50 extra. I'll give them $200 if they will ship this deck to me. But they won't, right? Because they don't care. They just want to look successful. They want to show their investors that, oh, we made 10,000 of these Goblin commander decks, and that shit sold out in 30 minutes. Let's go on to the next project. Like, they literally do not care. Like that, and that's what's annoying, is that a lot of players, we kind of like I feel like a lot of Magic players are kind of disenfranchised with Magic the Gathering and Wizards, but we still play the game because we have so much money invested in it. We have so many good times and memories. We met like some pretty cool people through the game. So we just keep playing, but the actual game's garbage now, right? So the way they treat their customer base is garbage. Like, they should have known Goblins would have been a popular commander deck. They should have made like 20,000 of this shit, but they didn't. They should have just made this. They should have made this open to order, or made to order, right? Just so annoying. Like, I'm literally losing respect for Wizards. I haven't played in a standard event or modern event at an LGS in probably 3 years. I don't even buy play boxes anymore. I'll every now and then I'll order some Secret Lairs I like, but I really don't buy a lot of Magic. I'm not gonna lie. I buy a lot from proxiers from China, if you know what I mean. I'd rather give them my money than a scalper. I can't even say I'd rather give the Chinese proxiers my money over Wizards, because I can't give Wizards my money because there's nothing to buy from them, right? So it's either Magic right now is literally buy from a proxier in China or pay freaking 8 to 10 times MSRP to a scalper, and that's it. So let me know in the comments below. Were you guys able to get one? What do you think? Are you okay with the way Secret Lairs are right now, or should they go back to made to order? And what do you think of proxying? Has Wizards forced their player base towards proxying? I'm curious. I kind of want to do like a podcast and ask a bunch of other YouTubers what they think and other players. So yeah, like and subscribe if this helps fuel the anger within. But yeah, if you guys want more Magic the Gathering videos, I can make more. I'm really I play a lot of Commander. I probably have like 30 to 40 decks. It's not good. But yeah, I could definitely cover more Magic stuff if people are interested in that. Kind of just, if you guys follow the channel, I kind of just do whatever. But yeah, all right, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.